Yo, what's good, fam? It's your man Jay. I'm back with another episode of Evolutionary Comics, and this is an episode of What's in My Bag Without the Damn Bag. So, anyway, I got too many to stick in that little paper bag that I normally have them in. It was a little bit thick, it was tight in that bag, so I got a couple back issues. I got some DC work, I got some DC milestone work, um, I got some image stuff, I got a whole lot of Marvel. And yeah, so basically, I'm just sharing with you guys what I picked up this past week. I missed last week. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to put what I picked up last week on my Instagram, and I'm going to start doing reviews on my TikTok. My TikTok is Evolutionary Comics as well. I will be putting the link below so you can check out my Instagram and my TikTok, and you can get more content from me there. Probably going to get a little bit more because it takes a little bit to set up for the YouTube videos, and I can do the TikToks a little bit quicker. Plus, I can do the TikToks while I'm in different comic book shops. I know I'm mostly at Emerald City, but I do go to some other ones here and there. But nevertheless, yeah, I'm going to put last week's pickup on those platforms, but I'm going to go through these today. So without further ado, let's get it. All right, so first up from DC Milestone is Blood Syndicate. Still in season 1. This is issue number 5, and got my man Holocaust on the front cover. He's named Holocaust for a good damn reason. This is being written by my man Jeffrey Thorne, Sean Damian Hill, Juan Castro, and Will Quintana. This is one of my favorite series right now. I have been dying, been itching for this one to come out. I'm so happy that it takes a little bit and I get it. So I'm happy that it came out. This is one of the books I look forward to each week. I look forward to everything. I will say that, I don't want it to sound like, some I don't, because if I'm not really looking forward to it, I'm not going to put it on my pull list. Some stuff I get because I started off, and I'm one of those people that as I've gotten older, I hate not finishing something. So I may get something and go through a run, even though it's not super exciting for me. But I read everything that I buy eventually. Eventually is the key word. Anyway, all right, so like I said, this is Blood Syndicate. This is another cover with the B cover with my man Holocaust on the cover, and this one is all right. So this variant cover is done by Kanan White and Michael Atian. So this is a really dope cover. I dug this cover. I think I got this cover first, and then I was like, yo, I need to get the other cover as well, because like I say, with my favorite series, I try to get all the covers. So saying that to say this, going into my Boom Studios books, this one is another one of my favorite series. It is also on issue number 5, and this one is Grim. And this is a dope story. It's about a female Grim Reaper who kind of forgets, how she came to be a Grim Reaper. Not sure if everybody remembers, but they remember their deaths. She doesn't remember her death, and she's very anxious to get back to figuring that out. And this is a story about, what happened to her. This is actually being written by Stephanie Phillips, artwork by Flaviano and Rico Renzi. Know you guys know Rico Renzi. I know that's a name that's kind of out there. And this is another cover. I believe this is the Andrade cover. And there was one more cover. I believe it was a Friesen cover, but I didn't get that one. But I did pick up the Flaviano foil cover. And that's what this one is. So I try to get like all the covers that I really dig. I wasn't digging the Friesen cover. Nothing against her. I just wasn't digging that particular cover. So that is something else that I am definitely going to do a review on my TikTok, and that's where I'm going to talk about the characters, give a little bit more insight into the book as opposed to just showing you the cover, giving you a brief, explanation of what the book is about and keep it moving. I'm going to give you a little bit more, so to speak. So definitely check me out on TikTok and Instagram as well, because I'm put it on both platforms. All right, so next up from Mark Millar on Image Comics is The Magic Order. This is the third series, issue number 3. And this is a book that The Magic Order number 2, number 1 I love, number 2 was definitely an improvement. This one I don't know yet. I read the first volume, read the first issue of volume 3, and it didn't hit me just like the second series did. So I'm hesitant on it, but because I'm behind on reading, I got to catch up to see if I'm going to keep it. But it is one of those things, like I said, I want to finish the series, and that's why this one is still hanging in there. Plus, like I said, 1 and 2 was really, really good, and I'm hoping that this one kicks up eventually. So I'm giving it a chance, you know. All right, so next up is Mirka Andolfo's Unnatural Blue Blood, and Mirka is one of my favorite artists, creators, writers. She does the artwork and the story in this book. This is the book that the Unnatural series is the one that I fell in love with her writing, her style, and everything. It was just a beautiful depiction of a comic book for adults. Keyword for adults. So it's really cool. I really dug it, and I'm digging this one as well. I'm digging Blue Blood. So, yeah. All right. So next is a new comic book, and this is being written by my man Chuck Brown. You may already know him from Bitter Root, the Bitter Root series. He is an amazing writer, and it's also, the artwork is by Prinzi, and this is Flawed number 1, and this is also on Image Comics. And I read this one. I absolutely love it. I love this. I can't wait till the next issue comes out. Can't wait for all the, because this is going to be one of those books that, just like with Bitter Root, where I get all the issues, all the covers, everything that's put out from this. I'm digging it that much, basically off of this first book. I was already anticipating it because it's Chuck Brown. You know what I'm saying? How could you not lose? He is one of the most, in my opinion, he is one of the most undiscovered writers. He doesn't have enough buzz. The mainstream hasn't caught on yet, in my opinion, but they will. And when they do, he's going to be right up there with the greats. Him and Sanford Green. Him and Sanford Green and David Walker, like I said, they're amazing as a team. But this one is Chuck by itself. So not Chuck by itself, but with another team, with his own team. So definitely check that out. And this is issue number 2. I didn't say issue number 2. This is issue number 1, cover B, for this book. I was definitely looking for like some variants, some incentives or whatever, but I didn't see any. I do believe there may be some online that I can order or something like that. But this is going to be something that, like I said, I want to get every cover of this. I'm actually going to go back and get another copy of cover A and cover B, so I can get these slabbed. You know, this is definitely something that I want to get slabbed right along with, you know, some of my Bitter Root books as well. So yeah, definitely check that out. Definitely check me out on TikTok. Because I am going to do a review on that as well. So yeah. All right, so next up, I'm going to go through these Marvel books because Marvel is mighty, as we all know. This first book is Avengers, X-Men, Eternals. This is the Avengers part of that. You know how they have all the little spin-offs. So this is the Avengers one, issue number 1 with Iron Man on the cover. Those, it's so crazy with those because if you don't know the order you're supposed to be reading them and you get a little bit behind, you got to figure out how you're supposed to read them. So that's where I am now. I'm caught up in the X-Men part of it and trying to figure out where should I go next. But you know, so the story, it seems really good right off, you know, but we'll see. And like I said, there's spinoffs all over Marvel because you kind of get caught up and everything is affected. Like this one, this is the Amazing Spider-Man number 10, and this one has Judgment Day on it as well. Avengers, X-Men, Eternals. So you know there's some kind of effect that that big event is going to have in the Spider-Man comics. This next book is a book that Apparently, it may not be affected, but this is Captain America: Symbol of Truth, and this one has that new Vibranium Man, um, aka Black Panther, on it. Not sure, how this one is incorporated because I thought that was like a kind of like a what if type thing. But yeah, so I'm gonna check it out and we'll see. Don't know why him and I be wanting to call him Puffy sometimes. I be wanting to call him Puff Daddy. He don't give you that vibe. Like Puffy would be the perfect, Captain America Sam Wilson. Anyway, I'd be thinking that sometimes. So anyway, all right. So next is X-Men number 15, and doesn't show Judgment Day on it, so they may be out of that event for the X-Men, and we'll carry on with that. Next is Miles Morales number 42. This is the end of the run of Miles Morales. There is going to be a new creative team, I believe, starting in December. This is the Voices cover of Miles Morales 42. I am hoping that this particular costume goes away forever and ever. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. So yeah, so hopefully this costume goes away. I actually hate it. I've always hated it from the onset. I'm like, he looked like he got on some spandex pants and a jacket, a sweatshirt jacket. It's not a costume. It's something that somebody threw together. So I don't know whose idea that was, but I hope it goes down the drain with whatever. But anyway, moving along, I got my back issues. I finally got a mid-grade copy of Black Goliath number 1, and I had been trying to get one. Emerald City came across one. This one needs to be pressed, but I don't think I'm gonna get it slabbed. I may or may not, just because it is a number 1. I may hold out to see if I eventually get a better grade copy, a higher grade copy of this one. But I'm happy to have it in my collection because this one is something that I didn't. As if you're in the comics, what happened to Black Goliath. Hasn't really shown a rebirth or any impact. But he's already in the MCU. The character has already been seen in the Ant-Man show. He's being played by Lawrence Fishburne. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, go back and watch Ant-Man and you'll see that is Black Goliath in there. All right, so next up I have this, I guess it's called a lenticular copy of Luke Cage Hero for Hire issue number 1. And I picked this one up because this one is not going to get slabbed or anything. This is going to be my reader copy of this particular book because the number 1 that I do have, it is going to get slabbed. I don't plan on reading it or anything. I'm going to get it cleaned and pressed and slabbed. And, I think I may be able to get like a 7 to a 8, somewhere in that range. It's a 7 to a 8 graded copy out of that one. So I'm going to be satisfied with that because I absolutely love this cover. I hate the lenticular part because you can't see like this lady right here. I don't know if you guys can see that. If you can't, just pull it up on Google it or something. But I love the artwork on it. It's so dope because like it shows like kind of like that blaxploitation time. It was only $4.99. So yeah, it was back from the blaxploitation era of the 70s. That's why I love these comic books so much because it has that spin-off to them. All right, so next up, this last one. This is the 1 in 15 of Luke Cage I picked up during the Marvel Legacy series. I'm gonna show you the cover real quick. The reason why I'm pulling it out is because I don't know the full creative team for it, but I'm loving that cover. So the writer is David Walker. The reason I picked it up because it's Sanford Green on the cover. He did the cover art. I didn't know who did the interiors, but it looks like Guillermo Sana did the interiors. So there's another cover, that's a Raza cover, but this one is the Sanford Green cover. I absolutely love his work, and I've grown to accustom. At first, I was like, I wasn't really digging it too much, but I love it. I love it to pieces, and yeah, so that's why I picked up this one. And I actually plan on getting like the full run of all of these books that David Walker actually did, the entire series. So I don't know exactly what was going on during that time frame, but I got quite a few. So actually, saying that real quick, I'm about 16 minutes into this video, so I'm gonna show you guys something. All right, so as we go out, caught a nice little sale, and with this sale I did pick up some more. So this is another book in that series, and I'm just gonna kind of quickly show you some of these covers, but it's all Luke Cage or Power Man Iron Fist. But yeah, I love this one too. This is definitely like a movie cover type thing. You know, those movie posters? This is really dope. So, all right. So anyway, so those are just a couple. I got more, but those are just the ones that I wanted to show you from that David. I always want to say his middle name, from the David Walker series with Power Man Iron Fist. So it's really dope. Very happy to have those. And yeah, that's my pickups for the week. What's in my bag? I picked these up on a side note. This is only like a little small stack. I actually picked up about almost 300 books from the sale at Emerald City. These weren't part of it. This was like a side deal or whatever. But, you know, yeah. So anyway, I'm happy with what I got. Hope you guys are reading. Hope you guys do indulge in my Instagram, because I highlight a lot of the covers that I get. I just kind of share the covers that I really find dope. I missed out on that Deathstroke number 13. I can't remember who did the cover, but it's the red cover, but it's hella dope. But anyway, check out my Instagram. That's also Evolutionary Comics. Check out my TikTok, Evolutionary Comics. And if you forget either one, it's going to be down in the description below. Hit me up. Leave me some comments. Tell me how you feel. Most importantly, give me some viewing time. Share with your friends, you know. Help me continue to evolve this comic book evolution. Evolutionary Comics continue to evolve. As always, it's your man Jay, and I'm out. Peace.